But I open a new long position I will share with you, and we will speak obviously about Bitcoin first, because yesterday we had a very healthy retest of our daily support line. So this is very healthy because we've been heavily overbought in the last days. You see it here very clearly. So this cool down is very healthy, and what we see right now, if we are zooming in on the 1 hourly, we see the MACD is showing us a golden cross. The green line crosses the red line. Usually when we see this, for example here, you see the green line cross the red line, we see a huge pump happening, right? So therefore, bratans, this is very healthy, this cool down. But what is much more interesting right now is Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart. And the Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart is showing us we formed a double bottom, right? And this double bottom is very bullish, but because it means Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin. If Ethereum outperform Bitcoin, then not only Ethereum will pump heavily, but also some altcoins, which I will share with you. So technically the price target of Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart is here. You measure from top to the downside, and we technically also we broke also out. So technically it's already confirmed, and we should see Ethereum versus Bitcoin moving to 0.06. So we would also technically retest here this resistance line, and this resistance line is crucial because in case we are breaking this resistance line, you see it's a 1 year resistance line to the upside, Ethereum will like crazy outperform Bitcoin, and obviously it would mean also altcoins would outperform Bitcoin. Yeah, I spoke yesterday already about that altcoins will outperform Bitcoin, because we see here on the Bitcoin dominance chart, I told you since weeks we got rejected here. I told you since June that we are getting rejected. We are falling down. This looks very bullish. We are forming here also a bear flag. You see here a bear flag, and technically we should see here the Bitcoin dominance chart falling down to 48%, which is a support line. If you are watching, wait a minute, here, you see it here. It's a support line on the Bitcoin dominance chart. You see it here, support. Here it was resist, here support. So we should see altcoins outperforming Bitcoin. So it looks very bullish for altcoins, but obviously also for Bitcoin. However, Bitcoin could consolidate while altcoins outperforming. But what I still expecting is that Bitcoin should reach at least 35K. So it depends. Will we hold this daily support line? Will we bounce? We will see bounce to 35,500 at least. But as I told you also, we could see that the waves will liquidate the long positions to around to the monthly support line, monthly 20 moving average, and there's also extreme volume zone, so to 28,200, or even to the weekly support line 27,500. Just be prepared for it. It could be quick to downs to liquidate all the longs, and then to the upside to liquidate all the shorts to 35K. 35K is still the price target, but if we are moving 35K, I expecting that altcoins will outperform Bitcoin. So as we see Ethereum versus Bitcoin, we see here that Ethereum should outperform Bitcoin. We can obviously go into long on Ethereum, right? And you see it here, Ethereum is above our extreme volume zone. Wait a minute, I have a little bit to extend. So we are above our extreme volume zone. Perfectly retest of this extreme volume zone. You see it here. If I'm opening the VRVP, you see it here. There's a lot of volume. We are above right now. We are retesting, and as it looks like, it depends how we close this daily candle, that we see bounce to the upside. So potentially this could be a long position to our price tag of 2080 approximately, because you see it. There's a lot of volume coming at 2080. Right, or 2080. So therefore the price target is at around 2079. Would take profit slightly below. So this is a long opportunity of approximately 7% or 6.8%, right? Stop loss, I would set a tight stop loss below the previous low, which you see here. So I would say below 1,900, so approximately at 1,890. For everyone who's in a swing trade, I would make sure below even the weekly support line below 1,788 in case we see big liquidation week down to the downside. But what's much more interesting, and this was where I jumped into a long position. Wait a minute, I speak also about Larry Fink in a second. I jumped in a LDO long position because you see minus 23% right now. Aave I still long, 5,700% profit, 36%. But let us first speak about LDO and why I jumped in LDO, because LDO, like I told you, is a staking protocol of Ethereum. So the #1 staking protocol of Ethereum. So right now we are retesting to break here this extreme volume zone $2.40. To everyone who didn't watch my video, you see it here, extreme volume zone, which we are about to break to the upside. So as we see the Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart broke out already, I'm right now jumped into a long on LDO, which is very risky, but in my opinion, if you set your stop loss below $1.50, so below $1.59, and our price tag is $3.20, it's still 1.1 risk reward. It's not the best, but still this is a long opportunity of around to $3.20 of around 33%, because if Ethereum pumping, LDO will outperform Ethereum because that's much less market cap, right? So why $3.20? Because we formed here a double bottom. You see it here, very clear double bottom. And the technical price target is $3.20, but not only because of this. If we are opening the VRVP, we see it here also. This is where we are getting here some volume in at $3.20. If I have to a little bit zoom out here, then you see it. So at around $3.20, we have here some volume. So therefore, in my opinion, in case we are breaking it to the upside, it will be very quick move to $3.20, in my opinion. Not financial advice, do your own research. Aave, I still in a long position. Aave looks super bullish because right now Aave retesting the symmetrical triangle. We broke out of the symmetrical triangle. We are retesting right now symmetrical triangle. So in case, as we're expecting, altcoins will outperform Bitcoin, I still expecting that Aave will move here to $100. So this is a long opportunity of 24%. In case we are breaking $100, the next price tag would be $160. So in my opinion, still amazing long opportunity for Aave. Here I would set my stop loss, in my opinion, below $48, so below the previous low. To be safe, it would be even better to set the stop loss below around below $35. So it would be a risk reward of, wait a minute, if you go right now into long, it would be 1.79 risk reward, still an amazing, with a price target of $160. So bratans, if you want, you can use down below. You even don't have to use your own money. You can use $1,000 long position on Bybit. Link is down below. If you just click the link. You can use for short or for long if you want, bratan. So on LDO you can go long, Aave, Ethereum, wherever you want, or short if this is your strategy. It depends on your strategy. And what's very important, again, in my last video I talked about that I don't expect that this is the bull market yet, because especially, and this is where I come back to Larry Fink right now. Here you see video of Larry Fink saying, he's the CEO of BlackRock. He's saying that Bitcoin is digital gold, and this is so bullish overall in the big picture for Bitcoin, because he will release the Bitcoin ETF and so on and so on. But if this man goes out right now into bear market and says Bitcoin is digital gold, this is very bullish in the big picture, but in the main picture it looks like they're collecting, how can I tell it, they want our money, because we are putting on this bullish sign our money into the market. And what they do, they sell into our how it's called, black, you understand what I mean. So we are buying, they selling, and then they will liquidate all the longs to Bitcoin, even to 20k or even to 15k. This is what I'm expecting end of this year. It would be too much perfect if this, it's always, if the big media going out and saying Bitcoin is so good and speak positive, expect a dump. If they're saying Bitcoin and crypto overall is shit, then be bullish. So right now, yes, the relief rally, I'm still bullish on the relief rally to 35k, but I'm still expecting the higher we are going, the more the hype is getting, and this is the moment when they start to liquidate and sell into the volume. Very, very important for you to know, bratans. And we have the real estate commercial crisis still ahead of us, and we have the banking crisis. So I still expect a big week down to 20 or 15k even later this year. But right now we are on a relief rally. So thank you everyone for watching. I kiss you and see you later. Mwah.